The cursed village of Fengmen. Hidden deep within the mountains of Anhui province lies the abandoned village of Fengmen, a place long forsaken by the living but still occupied by something else. The village was once a thriving settlement, known for its skilled artisans and lush rice fields. But as legend tells it, something sinister took root within its heart, turning a prosperous community into a ghost town. The villagers began experiencing strange occurrences, whispers in the wind when no one was speaking, shadows that moved against a grain of light, and eerie, disembodied laughter echoing through empty alleys. One fateful winter night, an entire family was found dead in their home, their faces frozen in expressions of unspeakable horror. There were no signs of forced entry, no wounds, no explanation. One by one, more villagers met the same fate. Panic spread like wildfire, and in a matter of weeks, the survivors fled, leaving behind a village doomed to decay. Today, Fengmen stands in eerie silence, its empty homes and crumbling walls a testament to its cursed past. Locals warn travelers against setting foot in the village after dark, for those who do often report hearing muffled cries from within the ruins. Some claim to see shadowy figures darting between doorways, watching them with unseen eyes. Others who have dared to stay overnight tell tales of waking up unable to move, feeling the ice-cold grip of unseen hands pressing down upon their chests. One such traveler, an urban explorer named Lin Su, documented his experience in Fengmen. He arrived before dusk, capturing footage of the abandoned homes and overgrown courtyards. As night fell, he set up camp inside one of the larger houses. Hours later, his camera, left recording on a tripod, caught something chilling, a dark silhouette standing at the doorway, its head tilting unnaturally as if observing him. The figure did not move, but the temperature in the room plummeted. Lin Su described feeling a growing sense of dread, an overwhelming pressure in his skull, as if something was trying to push into his mind. He gathered his equipment and fled, but his nightmares did not end when he left Fengmen. For weeks, he was tormented by night terrors, visions of the figure, standing at the foot of his bed, whispering in an ancient dialect he could not understand. He refused to speak about what he had seen beyond his recordings, eventually deleting his footage and disappearing from the public eye. Historians and paranormal researchers have speculated about Fengmen's dark history. Some claim the land was cursed due to ancient massacres, while others believe it was a site of forbidden rituals meant to open doors to the spirit world. Whatever the truth may be, Fengmen remains a place of nightmares, an echo of horrors long past. Would you dare to visit Fengmen, knowing what lingers there? The haunting of the Forbidden City. Nestled in the heart of Beijing, the Forbidden City stands as an architectural marvel, a relic of China's imperial past. But beneath its grandeur lies a chilling history, a tale of betrayal, murder, and restless spirits that still roam its halls. The Forbidden City was home to emperors and concubines, many of whom met untimely and gruesome ends within its crimson walls. It is said that those who perished in agony still linger, their spirits trapped in the corridors of the palace. One of the most infamous tales is that of concubine Zhen, a favorite of Emperor Guangxu. During the Qing dynasty, she fell victim to political schemes and was ultimately drowned in a well by order of Empress Dowager Cixi. To this day, night guards report seeing a ghostly woman in imperial attire wandering near the well, her sorrowful wails piercing the silence of the night. Another spine-chilling legend tells of the midnight processions, shadowy figures clad in ancient garments, moving in perfect synchrony through the courtyards. Some believe these are the spirits of executed officials, eternally replaying their final moments. Visitors who have wandered into these areas at night have experienced sudden chills, whispers in their ears, and an overwhelming sense of being watched. One security officer, stationed at the Forbidden City for over a decade, shared his terrifying encounter. One evening, while making his rounds, he saw a flickering lantern moving ahead of him. Thinking it was another guard, he approached, only to find no one holding it. The lantern hovered for a few moments before vanishing completely. Moments later, he felt an icy breath against his neck and fled in terror. Despite its haunting reputation, the Forbidden City remains one of the most visited places in China. But for those sensitive to the supernatural, it is more than just a historical site. It is a gateway to the echoes of the past, a place where restless spirits still seek justice, or perhaps revenge. Dare you step into the halls of the Forbidden City, knowing you may not walk alone? The phantom stage of Huguang Guild Hall. Standing in the heart of Chongqing, the Huguang Guild Hall is a historic theater known for its grand performances, but it is also infamous for the spirits that never left. Built during the Qing dynasty, the hall once hosted operas and dramatic plays that drew audiences from across China. However, not all performances ended with applause. Some ended in death. Actors and staff whisper about eerie occurrences behind the curtains. Props move on their own. Chilling winds sweep through the empty corridors, and disembodied voices recite forgotten lines from ancient scripts. Some performers refuse to rehearse alone, fearing the gaze of unseen spectators lurking in the dimly lit balconies. One particularly chilling story tells of an actor who is preparing for a lead role in a historical drama. The night before the premiere, he stayed late to rehearse. As he practiced his lines, he heard another voice repeating them, perfectly synchronized, yet distorted. When he turned, he saw a spectral figure dressed in Qing dynasty opera robes standing behind him, its hollow eyes staring into his soul. The next day, he refused to take the stage and left the city, never speaking of what he had seen again. Visitors report seeing shadowy figures flickering in the audience seats, their faces obscured by darkness. Some claim that during performances, an extra figure can be seen standing motionless at the edge of the stage, always watching but never leaving. Does the Huguang Guild Hall still host the performances of spirits long departed? If you ever visit, take a moment before you leave, look into the audience and see if someone or something is staring back. The eerie depths of Jing'an Mansion. In the heart of Shanghai lies Jing'an Mansion, a seemingly ordinary residential building with a sinister past. Tenants come and go at an alarming rate, many leaving after only a few nights, whispering of horrors they cannot explain. Strange noises echo through the halls at ungodly hours, footsteps pacing in empty corridors, frantic knocking on doors that open to nothing, and distant sobbing that seems to come from within the walls themselves. Those who have spent nights there report nightmarish visions, objects moving on their own, and the sensation of unseen eyes watching from the shadows. What malevolent force lurks within Jing'an Mansion? And why do its spirits refuse to rest? The shadowed waters of Dongting Lake. Dongting Lake, one of China's largest freshwater lakes, is said to be home to more than just fish and drifting lotus flowers. Locals whisper of ghostly apparitions rising from the mist, spectral boats sailing across the still waters, and voices calling out from the depths, luring the unwary to their doom.